Welcome to our new home for the Adult Center for Transition. My name is Bridget Satchel, and I'm the Dean of Continuing Ed here. We are so happy to have the Adult Center for Transition as a partner and as a component of the Division of Continuing Education here at Rowan College at Gloucester County. At this time, we're going to have the national anthem sung by Kevin Jackson, one of our ACT program students.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last queen, whose bright stripe and bright star through the perilous fight for the ramparts we wide were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets had the bumper singing and came through to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Kevin. That was phenomenal. Today, we're here to celebrate the Adult Center for Transitioning, the opening of this center. This center is a great opportunity and is a fine example of how federal, state, and county can work together to bring projects together. I am so happy that we have the ability to provide services to individuals with special needs. This center is just the beginning of what we're going to do to provide post-secondary educational opportunities for students. We'll provide them with programming that will provide them with opportunities for independent living, for preparation for college, and/or employment. So this is truly fantastic for Gloucester County, and we know that going forward, this program will be a monument and a national standard throughout. So stay tuned because there's more to come in terms of program opportunities that we are going to create. We have many partners that I would like to recognize, but first, I would like to recognize the dignitaries and the individuals who have made it possible for this project to take place. To my left, freeholder Heather Simmons, U.S. Congressman Donald Norcross, State Senate President Steve Sweeney, Freeholder Director Robert Daminger, Freeholder Jim Jefferson, and Dan Christie. Through our partnerships, I will say one thing about Gloucester County. We definitely know what it is to partner to make opportunities available for students, to make sure they have access and that programming is affordable to them. You know, this program and this site has been funded through the state of New Jersey, and I would just really like to thank the state of New Jersey through the funds that they have provided from the Higher Education Facilities Fund to make this project possible. This building is over 14,000 square feet. We received over $4,015,800 to make this possible. So at the conclusion of this event, you'll have an opportunity to actually tour the facilities, and we're looking forward to really partner with many of you to make this all possible. I will say one thing, that this project was truly a vision of two individuals that I would consider to be visionaries. The first one that I would like to introduce is Senate President Steve Sweeney.
She always tells me what to do. And I always listen, which is kind of scary. But this is a very special day for people to deserve the opportunity to live a full life. People with disabilities are no different than anyone else. They just deserve an opportunity and a chance to advance their education, to ensure a quality of life, to have the best life that they possibly can. I travel the state, and I got to tell you, there's not another facility like this. There's not another program like this. And I want to start by thanking my Senate colleagues, Fred Madden and Senator Donald Norcross, because Senator Norcross made sure that this county college got the second most amount of money in the entire state of New Jersey. So, Donald, thank you for that. And for my freeholder colleagues, and led by Bob Daminger, that have continued to lead in an area that's not always the sexy area of government, it's not always the attractive area of government. And you know, everyone supports us and everyone's with us, right? Until it comes time to fund something. Then they're not. This is one place, this county, that has never shied away. And I am extremely proud of everyone that's been involved in this. And to Fred Keating, who, when I went to him, I forget how many years ago, Fred, and said, how do we build a college for the disabled? And he says, I'll figure it out. Because that's what he always does, he figures it out. But he ensured that all people, all individuals, have an opportunity to have a successful and full life. So Fred, thank you for everything you've done here. He's remarkable. So, like I said, this has been a dream come true for me. I hope in the years to come that every single county in the state replicates this type of program, because it's needed. It's desperately needed. All you got to do is talk to families. When I'm up in northern New Jersey and we described these programs, they said, how come? I said, how come in South Jersey? Because they care enough. We need to care everywhere. But with that, I think you're giving a speech, Lauren?
Yes, Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. She's being nice to me. Go ahead, Lauren.
Hi, my name is Lauren Sweeney. I am a student in Ag at Rowan College County. I love my new college. I will keep up my be smart. I have 1 more year for me to try to 2016. I will miss my teacher. I will keep up my life. I need my teacher keep there to help me learn math, history, reading, and workplace and prayer. I need to Governor Gracie and my dad, and I got something for Fred King.
You got something for Fred? Great job, man. You did that all by yourself. You're a politician.
Thank you, Senate President and Lauren. At this time, I would like to introduce Freeholder Director Robert Daminger.
Thank you very much. It's usually a very difficult task, because I usually end up following Stephen all the time when we're out and we give speeches, and I've just been top. Now I got to follow Lauren. Good afternoon, everyone gathered here today. It truly is a great day as we celebrate the ceremonial opening for Gloucester County's Adult Center for Transition. It seems like we were just gathering recently to break ground for this school. Actually, it was October 21st of 2013. We were honored to be joined that day by Governor Christie, Senate President Sweeney, then Senator Norcross, who is now Congressman Norcross. But I'd especially like to point out Stephen and Donald, not only for their attendance that day, but for their tremendous efforts to ensure that the funding for a higher educational institution such as this, through the state's higher education bonds that were approved by the New Jersey voters in 2012. I especially want to thank my dear friend, the Senate President, for his advocacy of our children with developmental disabilities, as well as educating this freeholder board and our leaders of higher education in this county about the need to provide additional educational, vocational, and socialization skills necessary for all our children to become independent and contributing members of society. This new building is just that. It's a building. The true beauty of this wonderful place will be the hard work and dedication that is provided by the staff here on a daily basis to provide the optimal educational, vocational, and socialization training that our children deserve. I'm positive that our students will flourish in this environment. They will become productive, independent members of society, and that is what we as parents always hope for our children. I would like to take this opportunity to thank and congratulate my colleagues on the Freeholder Board, as well as the freeholders that came before us, for their unwavering support for not only this wonderful project, but for their support of our entire educational campus. It's a wonderful legacy that you have helped us to create. We can all take enormous pride in the finest, all-encompassing educational campus in the state of New Jersey. Thank you all so much for being here today, and let's let our kids have some fun and learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder Damager. At this time, I would like to introduce, and I'm honored to introduce, the U.S. Congressman Donald Norcross.
This is a tough one. Knowing Steve for as many years and Lauren since she was a baby. Now, when you're in government, and Steve certainly knows this as Senate President, freeholders in Gloucester County a little less so, you go through some bruising battles, advocating, fighting for different programs that you care about. And we had one massive fight when it came to the funding issue that helped give this school the second highest amount of the state. And there's a lot of political tugging that goes on. And then you come here today. And you remember why you fight so hard. Lauren, you're a sweetheart ever since I've known you. And it's about Lauren, her friends who will call this home to help them make their transition in life. And Steve is absolutely correct. The Gloucester County Freeholder Board deserves entirely so much credit for what they do, because this does not happen in other parts of our state. Might do a little bit here or a little bit there. But Steve, you were able to coalesce everybody together and to understand, with her secret weapon, Lauren, on understanding why this is so important. Today, kids get a pass at me, as you can tell, that giving opportunity to that next generation is why we're here. And Fred, what you've done here at your college is remarkable. There is not a college in New Jersey that has done what you have done here in the past 5 years. It is remarkable. Giving that next generation the best opportunity that we can give them. That's why we're here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman. At this time, I would like to introduce Freeholder Jim Jefferson, who is the liaison for the Department of Human and Health Services and Disability Services.
Good afternoon. What a tremendous day it is to be here today. And there's been a lot of talk about numbers and dollars and cents. But the real thing we come here to talk about today is an investment in people. When you think about the money that goes into investing in a life, there's no real way to quantify it. But because of our world-class leadership, we have world-class facilities. And those facilities are for people. And at the Freeholder Board here in Gloucester County, we've made it paramount that we're going to invest in people. No matter what road they face, no matter what challenges lie ahead, as a government, we're going to stand behind you. We're going to create opportunity for you because we believe in you. So thank you all for coming today. God bless us all.
Thank you, Jim. At this time, I would like to introduce Brian Shakespeare, who's the Special Services Assistant Superintendent.
I am joined by our Board of Ed President, Marlene McConnell.
Yeah.
I bring greetings from our superintendent, Mr. Michael Dicken, who could not be here today. This continues to be an exciting time in Gloucester County for students and young adults with disabilities. Students continue to be at the forefront of this county's vision. The center will prepare our students for real-world job and college opportunities. I would like to thank the team that has collaborated to get us here today. Dr. Keating, as always, thank you. Senator Sweeney, from the very beginning, thank you. Freeholder Damager, continue, thank you. Tommy Lombardo, the principal, I'm hoping is somewhere here. He has really led the team. Thank you, Tommy. And Roseanne, and Meg, and Joyce, thank you very much. And Jackie, thank you very much. And finally, I'd like to thank again Dr. Keating for allowing us to be part of this really premier partnership with the college. Thanks again.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. I would just like to say on behalf of the Board of Education of Gloucester County Special Services School District and the Vocational School District of the County of Gloucester that we welcome everyone here. We thank all of our politicians and Mr. Keating for all the hard work that they have done to give our students at Special Services School District a continuum to their education. This whole thought of having a program such as ACT really goes back like 15 or more years ago when Dr. Keating was the superintendent for Special Services School District and Mr. Sweeney was a freeholder. So we go back a long ways. Our students indicated to us that they wanted more once they got out of our programs, and we had nothing to offer. So if it weren't for the support of the county freeholders and the state as it went on when we needed more money, and Dr. Keating with his thoughts that he was always a step ahead. We always said he had a plan B when plan A wasn't going to work, and he certainly has done that here. If it wasn't for all of these people, this program wouldn't be here today. And as far as coming in second with the money, we didn't come in second, we came in first, because this place is priceless. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize Rowan College at Gloucester County's Board of Trustees, Trustees Du Bois, as well as Trustee Griffith. The Vice Presidents of the College, Nick Bursa-Kelly, Dr. Linda Hurlburt, Judy Atkinson, and all of the administration, faculty, and staff for all their support and efforts that have contributed to the success of this event today. I would also like to take an opportunity to recognize some of our community partners that we have. Anna Rivera of the Arc of Gloucester County, Ability Solutions, Tom Bianco of Economic Development. With our partners, we know that we will be able to continue to expand the opportunities for our students. We want to make sure that they have access to a quality education to help them meet their individual and personal goals. So whether it's just to improve independent living skills, to gain employment, or to go to college, we are here to help them succeed. But the first one person that I must introduce at this time, who is definitely the visionary of this institution. He made sure once he came here that we had a student-centered culture. He's committed to education excellence and making sure that students have access and availability to obtain education at affordable rates. And at this time, I would like to introduce the president of Rowan College at Gloucester County, Dr. Fred Keating.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be very brief because most of it, if not all of it, has been said by my colleagues. Thank you, Lauren. The closest thing to my heart is to put an athletic ball in my hands. It's when I'm most comfortable. I usually like that kind, but this is special. Real quickly, this is not really bricks and mortar today. It really isn't. I mean, this is our third ribbon cutting, and we got 2 more to go. It's a fabulous consideration for this county, this college, to have this kind of support. And we've been saying it all along, and it has to be said again. The leadership in the Senate with, Donald Norcross, Senate President Sweeney, now Donald in his position in the United States government, Bob Daminger, the Freeholder Board, that's not just rhetoric, that's true. We in this county care, and education is paramount, and we just keep going down this road together, and I believe good things continue to happen. But real quickly, today is not so much about bricks and mortar. This isn't really a building. This is really about 2 things in my head. It's hope, and it's really setting an example. The hope concept is that now we as a county, as a college, have opened up opportunity and access to higher education, to a wide vision of what community county colleges are in this country. And that's the idea of open access. And open access to me doesn't stop anywhere, it's boundaryless. And the idea that these individuals needed an opportunity to be part of a college, to be part of a campus, to transition into adult life and to be part of continuing lifelong learning, to me it was a no-brainer. But it needed guts and it needed courage and it needed people who could come together and put a vision into action, and we've done that. The example piece is just what I think the Senate President said. We now have it here. This is probably the only one of its kind in the state. I'm almost certain, because I too get the chance now to travel the state. And I believe Gloucester County is the one and only that has gone this aggressively into adult transition for individuals with special needs. So I'm proud of being a part of it. We're all in this together, and I think that we've proven it can be done and should be done, and now it's a matter of just refining it and taking it on. This college community had to accept this concept, and it was an easy do here in Gloucester with Gloucester County College, now Rowan College at Gloucester County, and they're here today as evidence of that belief. So we now have a unified vision and approach, and this is only going to open doors of opportunity and equity. And I think that it's critical that we as a society continue to think this way, or we're in trouble. So to all of you here today, thanks for coming to celebrate it. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Special Olympics. You're a big part of our puzzle here of what we do and how we do it. And those of you who have taken time to celebrate this, again, this is really a celebration, I believe, of doing what's correct. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Keating. At this time, I would like to introduce Jacqueline Abrams, who is the director of our Adult Center for Transition.
Hi, wow. I look at this crowd and I feel overwhelmed by the number of individuals that this program has reached in this only 5 short years of existence. In 2010, when we had our ribbon cutting at our original location in the Instructional Center, with only 9 students, I do not think any of us could have imagined that we would be standing here today with this beautiful facility, 4 different program tracks, numerous community partners, and an endless possibilities to celebrate. None of this would have been possible, as has been stated, without the vision of a few key individuals, and particularly the elected officials standing before you today, who put their trust in some of my most respected colleagues. RCGC President Fred Keating, Dr. Linda Holbert, Dean Bridget Martin, and mentor Joyce Fetter. Their dedication, pure intelligence, and commitment to what is always doing what is right for all students is evident, as stated in the culture of this school and program. Our students, as you look around this room today, are simply remarkable. Over the years, we have asked them to reflect on how they felt this time has been for them. One of our students has commented, "ACT was the light at the end of a very dark tunnel for me. I was finally able to come out of my shell, focus on the things I could do instead of those that I couldn't. And most of all, I made friends. I always heard older adults talking about meeting up with their college friends. It saddened me because I never thought I would have any. The ACT family is my family. They are my college friends. Another student had shared that her self-confidence and ability to take initiative had grown so much in the last 3 years. The job coaching that she had received helped her to pursue her goals. I am proud to say that these students are now volunteering in their community and are working towards finding placements for competitive employment. Prior to ACT, they both didn't feel that they had the skills or the confidence to appropriately pursue their goals. I know that I speak on the behalf of the rest of the ACT staff, Karen Quigley, Heather Unfried, Judy Landy, Jennifer Wilson, and Joyce Fetter in saying we are humbled to have the opportunity to make this kind of impact on the lives of our students. And now I'd like to call on Liam Bradley, and we heard from Lauren Sweeney before, as he shares some words about the program. Liam has had the opportunity to work with our talented job coach to sample work experiences within our community. Over 20 different departments and agencies have opened their doors across Gloucester County to support our students. Liam now continues to volunteer at the Gloucester County Library, and he hopes that one day this will become a job of his own. Without further ado.
Good afternoon. My name is William Liam Bradley. This is my second year as an ACT student. I like making new friends. We have become like a family. I like going to different interesting classes like math, even though it is hard. I also enjoy workplace readiness. This new building is an exciting adventure. It has good characteristics and nice areas for us to work and relax, like the break room. I am always lucky to be in ACT.
Thank you, Liam. The success of our students and program is not just contingent on talented staff, a beautiful facility, but dedicated and committed families who continue to advocate for the best interest of our young adults. And they deserve our utmost recognition. Can let's please give them a round of applause. We have a parent here today, Mr. Peter Solano, who is the epitome of one of these parents. An attorney at Solano and Kramer Law Firm, Mr. Solano is a dedicated member of our ACT Advisory Board, and he has opened the door of his law office for job sampling opportunities and given free legal advice regarding guardianship and Social Security benefits. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Mr. Solano.
Thank you, Ms. Abrams. I'm here with my son, Pete Solano, who is a 2014 graduate of the ACT program. Here just to give you a perspective as a parent who had a child in the program, had a young man in the program. It reminds me of seeing the outpouring of emotion, seeing the excitement in the room reminds me of a conference I was at 20 years ago when we had just gotten word about Pete's situation. I was up in northern New Jersey at a conference where there was a lot of research people there. And after a long discussion of the technical ends of the technical issues having to do with his disorder, I remember a parent getting up, as I've been asked to get up today, a parent saying that the disorder, autism, is strong, but love is stronger. And I sit here today, I look and marvel at Senate President Sweeney with his daughter, and I come to realize that efforts like this don't happen without the love of the love we have for each other, the effort and commitment that the educational group have on behalf of these students, and the efforts that we all make, the commitment, the courage that we all show to make efforts like today and have a place like this for the education of these young men and women. So I just want to congratulate all those who've had a hand in bringing this about today. I want to say that the ACT program for Pete was an absolutely fabulous endeavor. It was a great experience in terms of work readiness, in terms of getting ready for further academics, if that's what you choose to do. Whatever your career plan is, whatever your goal is, this place can help you get there. So I want to thank everyone that had a hand in putting this together today. Thank everyone who's been a part of the ACT program for all the years. We have great thanks and gratitude to all of those individuals. And I'll just ask you to enjoy the rest of the day because this is a wonderful day for Gloucester County. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce a person that truly is compassionate about being an advocate for students and individuals with disabilities and special needs. And she has truly been an asset to the ACT program at Rowan College at Gloucester County. Joyce Fetter.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored and humbled to have the opportunity to speak with you today. Lots of what I had prepared in my notes has already been said. The vision, the dreams that people like Steve and Fred and so many people from special services had. As a former director of special education in this county, I knew that there were very few opportunities for individuals with disabilities way back when. And then there were the dreamers who came forward and said, you know, there are a few programs in other parts of the country where they have post-secondary education for individuals with disabilities. I think we can bring something like that here to Gloucester County. Well, there were many naysayers, but then there were people like President Keating, who's always like the little engine that could. I think I can, I know we can, and forward we went. He went across the state and spoke to people in many of the other counties, and there were quite a number of naysayers. Wouldn't you say, Fred? Yes, there were. Can you collaborate, communicate, and have good feeling in terms of interagency collaboration? It can't really work. Well, they didn't know what can go on in Gloucester County. So here we are today in a state-of-the-art facility. And I'm a good cook, so I have the recipe for success, which I'm going to share with you right now. Mix together dreamers and visionaries like State President Steve Sweeney and College President Fred Keating. Blend in a supportive community government, high school and college administration and faculty. Add a dedicated staff of teachers who work every day to ensure the success of their students. Stir in local and state agencies who support your mission and efforts. Fold in a great staff of technicians, facility maintenance personnel who attend to your every request. Include a high-quality education, vocational, and social skills training program. And then, most importantly, open your minds and your hearts and listen to the wants, needs, and dreams of the students and their families. Drop in lots of caring and concern for your population, and then set the timer and help your students grow and develop and mature and gain self-confidence and independence so that they're better able to face the future. Finally, let things settle in, and every year fine-tune your program offerings in order to help the students realize their dreams. Needless to say, there have been many challenges faced and many hurdles that we've surmounted, and no doubt there'll be more to come. However, this group is great at working through problems. They think out of the box and they look at options, and believe me, we've gone from plan A to plan Z sometimes. But here's an amazing fact. We do communicate, we do collaborate, and we do cooperate with each other, and I'm sure all of the agencies that I mentioned today could attest to this. The students and their families have put their faith and trust in the ACT program, and all involved are committed to its success. I've always believed in fairy tales and happy endings and dreams that come true. The proof is before you today. The new state-of-the-art facility for our students is open for business for all of you to see and for our students to enjoy. I am deeply proud and honored to have been on this journey with those who have made this dream become a reality. Thank you very much.
At this time, we would like you all to join us outside for the ceremony of the ribbon cutting.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it.